Hi guys, welcome to Pick a Card reading. I've already separated the deck. I'm using the Green Witch Tarot and the Green Witch Oracle deck, which I'm still quite new to this, so I'm still learning the cards and the pictures, the picturesque and stuff. So we're going to look into the new moon energy. I've got my notes here, so to help with that. So for the new moon energy, it's about setting your intentions for emotional release and deep connections, but it's also, you may find that emotions may be high for some people. You may struggle with clarity, and what is it else? I got me. May struggle with clarity, communication, bringing confusion. So you think of like when we haven't got clarity, or if we can't see the light and we can't communicate it, or we're getting triggered, we kind of react. We can get quite reactive to things. Okay. It can also create a insensitivity, so we could get too caught up in our thoughts. So I want to do a spread to help us balance with that if you are struggling with that. And let's see what enlightenment we can bring as well, to help raise the vibration too. Yeah. So for these are your cards, so pile 1, 2, and 3. So I want you to take a couple deep breaths in and out. Close your eyes if that makes it easier. Once you've done the deep breaths, then I want you to open your eyes if you've closed them, and either what number you're drawn to, or pile, or is it a crystal that you're drawn to? And yeah, we'll leave it as that and we'll get on with your reading. So I'll see you in a minute. So for you, pile ones, who's picked that, you've picked selenite. I got a bigger one here. I've got loads of these. I find them really good if you're feeling like stressed out or unfocused. Or say, for instance, you've been in a real bad environments and stuff, you can cleanse your aura with them, just doing a swift or hold on to them. My teacher, she used to call them threads, which I kind of like the name threads. But yeah, I've got one above my bed. Like I said, I got loads of these. You can spread them around the surface. I mean, the last place I lived in, I put them by the door. So if people walked in, because it's very good for cleansing the aura as well. Okay, I'm gonna, it clears confusion as well, which would resonate with the new moon energy, and it's good for protection as well, which I said, you can get your crystals and you can put them on your crystals, so you can cleanse your crystals with them. Go and have a look on Google, have a look, or buy yourself a crystal book if you want to know more about crystals. These are I love, this is one of my favorite things. I've always got them spread about everywhere. But anyway, enough being said, let's get on with your reading. So for number ones, we're going to look at your past, present and future. So we're going to have a look at where the energy's sitting from the recent past, where it's sitting now, and where it's looking to go into the future. Which is wonderful. And then the direction you can go. I can see already that you number ones are feeling, or maybe feeling a little bit blocked, right? Already. So we'll pull one last card for soul. Okay, so for number ones, I've got the Two of Wands from your recent past. This is something, someone who's ready to start a new journey, ready to go again. You think of the Ace of Wands as the inspirational idea. Now the Two of Wands is like you're really sort of considering where you want to be, what you want to do and stuff. So this is a bit like a soul, to me, it's like a soul searching, right? Trying to figure out where you stand in the world, yeah? You're not got quite the clarity as of yet, okay? You haven't quite made the journey in the recent past. You haven't, but the thoughts have been there. You've been really contemplating it. Some of you may be already exploring or like looking into things, okay? So maybe looking at different jobs, maybe up in your game in courses or something, you know, but you're kind of like already in that exploration, or maybe you're doing a lot of writing at the moment, that creative writing, but you're trying to sort of figure out where you want to be in the world, okay? So I feel like, you know, because of Wands is like work, projects, you know, on that aspect, your passions, what makes you tick. Yeah, that's what you're thriving for. Where you're standing at the present is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is saying that there's been some disappointments. Things are not working out as you want, as you were hoping for in the Two of Wands. Okay, so you were explored, but you haven't quite dipped your toe in quite yet. You haven't found what you're looking for with the Five of Cups, and it's led with you know when we just feel a bit lost, like we're just like, I don't know where I fit, don't know where I belong, blah blah blah, right? The good news about the Five of Cups is, even though there's that unsettling feeling around the emotions right now and where you're feeling, yeah, and this is where it's going to come apparent with the new moon energies. It's saying you still haven't done enough research yet. You still haven't, there's still not enough information. So don't be discarded of like the doors that are shutting. It is directing you to the right path or to the right area for you. Yeah. She's so focused on the cups there, that the disappointments that she's lost. She's not really seeing what's around her and what could be. Yeah. So there's the rabbit there. Now rabbits, you know, I know is fear. It's like overcoming your fears, overcoming those. I was having a conversation with one of my daughters, and we were saying like, and I forgot the bloody word again. Is like when you don't know your full craft, and when someone else comes in that knows more than you can feel a bit like a fraud. Yeah, a bit like that I don't know enough, I don't know thing. But they're saying there's a lot of, you know, there is things in the bag there, and you just need to overcome those fears of rejection. Okay, so maybe this is the fear of rejection coming in as well with the Five of Cups, and that's where that like you're pulling back a bit more here. Okay, so this is what I feel you guys are going to be struggle with, you know, in the present moment, and you know, future base. Something hasn't worked out. But the good news is what we've got here is the Harvest card. So the Harvest card is directing you to saying that we can start again every day. In every way we can. We're getting better and better and better. There you go. That's a Louise Hay thing, isn't it? Every day, in every way, we get better and better and better. We improve. We can improve our skills. Okay. So each video I do, I'm learning more and more, whether it's behind the scenes or the cards, you can do the same. So don't feel, try not to get caught up in the emotions of like that sensitive side to you guys, where it's affecting your confidence. Remember that each day that you wake up is an opportunity to start again. Now, before we get to that point, we're planting the seeds, aren't we? And March time is kind of I know we're not in March just yet, but March time is kind of the time when people are preparing. They're preparing the grounds. They're clearing up what is no longer serving them anymore, in the ground, And before, maybe there's some that are planting seeds now. I'm not a full-time gardener. I've done a bit myself of homegrown. But here it's saying, see, we got to think of like September, October time. That's the harvest time. So what seeds you put into your mindset right now is going to make a difference to what you harvest later down in the year. Okay? So we got here salt, protection, banishing, and negativity. So because we're here by the Five of Cups, it's like, let go of this doubt that you have. Face those fears. Do it anyway. There's another one. Do it anyway. And protect yourself from harsh situations. So I was having that conversation with one of my daughters, and she was saying, Mum, I just felt a bit infuriated, didn't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, learn the craft, learn it, do some research on it. So when you do put yourself in that environment, you have got some of those skill base. There's so much information out there that is free. You can start putting that into practice, okay? That's going to help you feel like you've got that purpose. Because I feel for you guys, it's about life purpose. Figuring out where you belong in the world, right? So take yourself away from harsh situations and focus on what your intentions are, what you wanna harvest for this year, okay? So I'm going to look in the book for salt, because these just, it's always good to get a different perspective of the card for you number ones. And it's also good for me to get to know the cards myself. Salt is an essential to life. This mineral is so precious that it has been used to currently at times in history when its collection was labor-intense and time-consuming. In magic is an all-purpose component used to create barriers to protect you as purifying ingredients in various blessings or holy waters, and as cleansing implement that removes unwanted energy from magic tools or spaces. The Soul card reminds you that you have easily means to dispute negativity and protect yourself. You don't have to struggle. Soul is your partner in self-defense. Draw boundaries and keep yourself guarded and grounded. That's not in the book, but I'm going to say and grounded. Against negativity, remember to keep the energy surrounding you as clean as possible. Is there someone or something you need to set a boundary with for your own well-being? So are you taking on far too much? Are you like expecting too much from yourself? Reground, regroup, and recenter, and really sort of look into where is it I want to be in the next 3 months. Let's just do 3 months. Let's not just do, so what's 3 months? What? We're like coming to the end of February, March, April, May. So where do you want to be around May time? where do you want to see the developments coming in? How can you get out of your emotions where it, where it's like, is it like, how can you get out of your emotions in the sense of like that insecurity or feeling that you're not enough or not able, that it's not worth it, it's no point. That's bull crap you're telling yourself. Absolute bull crap, right? Because here's the card of that is saying that there is potential in what you're doing. It is how you perceive it. I'm going to leave that with you, number ones. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give it a like, and I will see you soon. Take care, my guys. Hi guys, this is number 2s, right? So you've got clear quartz. Now, this is a go-to stone. It cleanses crystals. It's help with getting in touch with your higher self, your higher power, in tuning. This is an overall crystal. Great to put other crystals with it, okay? This helps with awareness. It helps you see the light of day. It brings like clarity. Is also great. I mean, if you think it's good for energy, boosting your energy as well, right? Again, I've got quartz crystals. I've got loads of them, to put, and I usually use these to put onto my cards for cleansing, or they're good for point, like gridding. I don't know a lot about gridding, I gotta be honest, but I do, the occasional gridding, on my table and stuff, when I was a crystal healer, I would put that, we could put like the griddings over like the client and stuff, so I used to use that. So they're very good. There's all different ones about. But yeah. So for you guys, is having that like awareness there. Right. So I'm going to get on with the reading. It's all good practice for me. So we're going to look into the past, present, and future. Okay, so where you're sitting in the recent past. Now, this could be 6 months ago, this could be 3 months, or it could be yesterday. Whatever it means for you. So past, present, future. Nice. Nice. Okay. So more clarity with the oracle card. I think this is just for number 2s. This is confirming to me where you're already at. Yeah, that flipped over as well. So we got integration, stability and throughness, moral and pestle. Yeah. Probably read it wrong, knowing me. But right, let's move this up a little bit so you can see the whole cards. So we've got the 6 of Swords here. You went on a journey. The recent past is that you've moved on, you've moved away from something, you've come away from something, you've learned and gained something from the experience. Yeah, it could have been moving away from relationships, or just a situation, or maybe there's been a healing period throughout here, right? I feel like that it was like, it's not like you was ready to move on, okay, to your next chapter in your life. And this is the phase that you're in. I think this is like, for number twos, it's like, this is the clarity to say that here, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles, to say that there's a lot of, you're doing a lot of things independently. Things are like, there's been a massive amount of improvements financially, maybe, or just like in a securing yourself. Could be outwardly or it could be within. Yeah. But it's almost like I feel strong. I'm no longer in the place I was. I accepted the changes that necessarily needed to be. And now I feel strong in myself. I know myself. I know who I am and I know where I'm going. Yeah. So it's almost like I've got a great directional aspect. Yeah. It's like this. Yeah. It's like mixing of an ingredients. I am going to read the card. But it's like mixing of ingredients. So it's like you using different skills that you've got to create a lifestyle, create something in there, right? So I feel you've come out of the stage of confusion. You are more secure in yourself. So it's almost like we're going into a journey of like this, for number ones, this is where they were. And now we're presenting ourselves into something, the second stage of our life to know what direction we've got. In the future, we've got the King of Pentacles, suggesting that there's more security to come, and contentment, more contentment. So whatever it is, number twos, that you have gone through in the past, you've gained a lot of information and insight. And I feel like the new moon is gonna, bring that up to the surface. And I think maybe some of you may look back and say, "Wow, I never expected I would get to this point." But there's more to come. There's more. There's more that you can. There's more investment going on here. King of Pentacles is a really good card to have. And look at him. He's happy and contented with what he's got. So each person, it varies, because everybody's richness in life is different. So you address that. Yeah. So someone likes to have lots of money. Some just quite content with having their family. Whatever it is, this meaning for you. But I feel like there's been a lot of recovery and you're over that hurdle now and we're moving on. And like I said, it's a mixed bag. Mixed bag of recipes that's going on that's going to pay off in the future. So you're in a good place, guys, and you're in the right place. So yeah, I don't see confusion here. I see like you becoming more stronger and stronger as time goes on. But we're going to read from the book just to get clarity. If I can, 71. It's like you're in your creative style. Right, okay. Let's see what the book says. The goals of the moral and pestle are twofold. First, to reduce the size of something, and then to combine the ingredients. In a spell, in order to evenly combine your components, you need to break them down into smaller parts. The grinding motions used with the mortar and pestle, if I've said that wrong, I do apologise, can appear aggressive, and applying too much force can make your ingredients fly everywhere. Yeah, I can relate to that. Be gentle, but throughout, take the time to blend things evenly. This card tells you that something in your life needs to be better incorporated. It could be as simple as integrating your practice into daily life, or something more complex, like finding balance between two relationships. Whatever it is, take it slow, or you'll scatter when you're trying to integrate. What parts of your life do you need to blend more seamlessly? So maybe it's like, I see that you're in a good spot there. But it's all practice, isn't it? Practicing of routines, routine practice. I'll let you decide on where that relates to you in your life, you know. But the good news is I feel you're on the right track. You know, you're in a good headspace here, number twos. It's almost like we're going through a journey, like I said, number ones, and now we're into number twos. Be interesting to see what comes up for number threes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you liked, please give it a like. Helps me get out my channel, and yeah, I'll leave that with you. Okay, number threes, you've chosen citrine. Now, citrine is, I've put it on in my purse, obviously not that big one. With the little citrine, you can put in it helps with wealth, bringing money in. You could put it in the corner. Again, this, you could cleanse, you could put crystals around it to help, to cleanse it. I do tend to have this crystal near my office space. Don't know why, but I do. It's great for setting intentions. Again, it's all about success and prosperity. Confidence is great for confidence, boosting your confidence. I suppose it would be good for like energy, boosting your energy as well, if it's talking about confidence, yeah. But yeah, take a look to see. But if you like the citrine, this piece was given to me by a friend. So I've had this for quite for years. But yeah, all right. So number threes, we're going to go into the past, present, and future. So let's look at your past. Present. Future. And then we're going to pick an oracle card. Right, okay, so for you, number threes, my little citrines, right, there has been, it's good to have this crystal, because you've gone through the ringer. There's been an endings happening. You've got the Ten of Swords, which is like, it's not a great card. Lisa's in the past, guys, so we're in the past now of like something that's come to an end. An abrupt end. It was a harsh situation to be in, yeah? And you had to do a lot of healing from it, right? So something that you had to do some reflection. So I don't know if I'm looking at her. She's like surrounded by the swords. She's kind of cooking up a storm here and a recipe. So to me, she's like really doing a lot of reflection, or she has done a lot of reflection, or and writing and trying to figure things out for themselves. And when we go through some like endings of or some disastrous stuff, it takes us a while to process. And I feel like the moon energies may bring up that those past stuff that you've been processing here. Yeah, you've done a lot of work in the present. So you're doing a lot of work. I feel like you're really trying to get to know yourself more. So I don't know if like, I know when I've got, when we go through some dramatic experiences, it can really sort of sever our ties a little bit. It's a bit like, if you've had health issues, and now you can't do the stuff that that you used to do, it's almost like you've got to change your complete lifestyle, and new interests and stuff, and it can shape away broken relationships. It may be that like now you're like a single person, and it reshape the people that surrounding you. But sometimes we go in ourselves because and take ourselves away from those scenarios because it no longer is too much of a reminder. It's too painful, and you just need time to thing. So here with the King of Wands is he's a practical man. He get he's very dedicated to his work. So I feel like you're taking a lot of dedication to yourself. You're working on yourself a lot, and you're trying to figure things out. Okay. Here is, I would say, for number threes, is that you're in a more settled in your environment now, whereas before it was an uproar. Now it's starting to begin to take shape. It's starting to sort of like, we can see that there's progress making, but it doesn't mean that you don't carry those scars. It doesn't mean that sometimes we get bad times where it pulls us back, okay, into this thing, Um, but I think the message of the card is saying you've done a lot of work, you're working on it, and things are starting to settle. I'm seeing playfulness as well. Is that a dog or a cat? I don't know. I don't know if you can see there. And he's enjoying his time with his animals and stuff. So there's a bit of like a, excuse me, there's like a bit of playfulness going on here as well. So I don't know if you're like in more of a playful mood. You just find your humor again after a long phase here. We got the standing stone. Now I'm completely lost with the standing stone, but I'm looking at the scales. Okay, so I feel like things have come full circle. Yeah. So we're in the future. Things have come full circle, and now we can have a bit more balance. We've got the spider there, which is talking about creativity, the figure 8, when it goes round. Now, as a crystal healer and stuff, and a Reiki thing, or if I was doing readings, I would imagine a figure of 8 around me and the client. And it's a way of like, keeping outside influences out of the reading or the healing and stuff, and and then once I've done the reading, or I cut the figure of 8, get rid of it, like discard it. But this reminds me of like the Reiki symbol. Now I know it's not a Reiki symbol, but there's a reminder of the Reiki music, which is the chakra racing signal of protection. So I feel like there's more protection. There's more like you're going to feel more protected. You're not going to be taking things so harshly anymore. That sensitivity is going to sort of diffuse. It's not going to be so harsh. We got the daisies. Remember the daisy chains as children? I don't know if you've done the daisies trains. We used to do put them all around, or like do a bracelet or what have you, right? But the standing stone is like, I feel like it's standing strong. Yeah. So whatever it is that is no longer in your future, right? There's still some aspects I feel like is going to bring up to the surface. And you may feel at a phase with the moon energy that you might go a bit backwards a little bit, but don't despair. It's going to rebalance itself. Stay in alignment of enjoyment, okay? Try to find little things that gives you pleasures and joy, whether it's playing with your animals, making daisy chains, sort of like just trying to find the humor in things. Here we've got the stones that's surrounding it as well. So to me, it's like stepping stones. So I'm looking at the things and thinking, I mean, if I was in my childhood thing, I'd be like jumping from each stone, and I don't know if I'm gonna fall. I don't know if I'm gonna think, but it's fun trying, isn't it? So, and it's got the full circle, and that has got the full circle. So I want to bring the chakra thing as a protectional thing, and giving you a bit more of a stronger grounding effect, which is interesting because we've got, and I looked at it but not looked at it, earth, peace and grounding. So I feel you're coming at peace, right? But I feel like there will be some things that will resurface, okay? Is not going to be a reflection of where you are at the moment. So don't worry. The past is past. The past is gone. It's gone full circle. But sometimes it can trigger the emotions a little bit, okay? Is knowing our roots. And I feel like that's what you've done. You're starting to get to know yourself more, getting to know, some of you could have been drawn to doing journaling and just like isolating yourself and trying to figure things out. And it does come with that. If, when something has happened, it kind of knocks our trust in everything. And we've got to rebuild back ourselves up, okay? But we're coming out of that phase now. We've took those actional steps, and now we're finding that contentment. And now it's going full circle where we can be more playful again, where we feel more protected now. We don't feel so sensitive of our surroundings. And then we've got the earth to say that there's strong roots growing here, okay? Keep up with those strong roots. Yeah, don't ignore what the actions that you're taking right now is very important for the future. But I'm going to look in the book. 31. Sorry, sniffing. Right, the Earth card offers a moment of reflection and connection. You may be losing yourself and becoming too focused on work schedules and to-do lists. Sometimes you don't realize how far you strayed from your relationship with nature and its common energy. Even those of us who work with nature daily can sometimes get set in our ways and become complacent. This card is a reminder to consciously renew your connection with nature and listen to what nature world has to say. Take a step back and breathe. Give yourself space to find balance. Clear your mind and open into the communication of nature. Let the energy soothe and revitalize you as you ground yourself in the earth. Do you need to reflection? Do you need to reboot your connection to nature, or maybe help someone else to connect to nature? Isn't that interesting when I was saying about daisy chains and like being playful and, so maybe it's like not to take, so if you're like, well, no, I've not got my sense of humor. I'm still feeling sensitive. Maybe it's time to have some fun, bring that passion back, that fire in your soul back, which is going to help root you a bit more to the reality, to the world. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you. I hope you enjoyed the reading just as much as I did. I did enjoy that. And yeah, I will see you soon, guys. Please give it a like if you liked the reading. Would really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll leave it as that. Ta ta. no, bye for now. Sending much love.